Hey guys, I'm going to do another drawing tutorial. This one is going to be how to draw a predator, and this is one. It's not going to be the predator face, it's going to be the predator mask. So let's get ahead and draw this. What I'm going to start off with, with the kind of where the nose and central mouth would be on the predator. Well, where the mouth would start. What you want to do with this, you want to just kind of make it a kind of nice rectangular kind of shape. You want to curve off the top of it and kind of curve off the bottom, but not as much. Then with the bottom of the cheek, I guess you could. I'm just gonna go into human terms for this because it's way too hard to describe it as predator terms. And you're gonna start off with the other cheek. I'm just gonna make it nice and curved around the edges, and then a nice straight line going to the bottom of the chin. And you want to go up. This is for the cheek line. Go up, and it's really nice and easy. Just a nice curve going around like that. Do exactly the same on the other side because the predator's mask is mostly symmetrical except from the hair and the laser aiming device kind of thing. Let's see, does that look? No, that does not look right at all. Sorry guys. I'm at a very hard drawing angle here because I have to have the camera here and it's on the table and it's just annoying. I'm trying to get stand actually for the minute. Hopefully if I get more video views after. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's just me being a little bit precise about my drawing, but that's the way I draw. Alright, now what you want to do is I'm just going to start off with the eyes, or so there one starts there. What you want to do with the predator mask, because it is a very symmetrical thing, like object that you're drawing, is you want to just go over it lightly. Then if you think anything's kind of odd out of the way, you just want to, even it up on each side, like with a rubber or something. Some people say that using a rubber is kind of tricking it up. Don't listen to them because they're just being annoying. They're people who really like to draw like trees and flowers and stuff. Anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing the predator's kind of dome shaped head. It's, as I said, it's very symmetrical, just two sides, two curves going down like that. Easy as. If you want to go over this in more detail, you might want to find your own picture reference. Just go on Google, look up predator mask. Easy as. Or what sometimes is what's best to do is go out, buy like a little figure or something, like a predator figure. I haven't personally done this, but I've heard some people like to do it, and just draw it from that. Just like you have a look at the mask, you like go for one that has a lot of detail in it. Now what I'm going to do with the predator's eyes here, I'm just going to cross hatch it. Let's go over this quickly here. Cross hatching, because if you have a look at the predator mask really closely, if you look in particularly the Alien vs Predator films, you can kind of see that whereas the mask is actually cross-hatched in the film. So there you go. Now right here, this is a bit, because you can make it symmetrical on both sides, you might want to make this side a bit like wider, if you know what I mean, because this is, and then you want to just add 3 dots here, because this is where the laser system is going to go, and then just draw kind of dome, I guess you could say, like an upside down one, like that. Easy as, a bit of shade in there to show that it's a curvature. Right, there you go, there's your basic shape done. Not very hard. So what you want to do under the cheekbones is you want to shade it a bit. Show that the cheekbones are actually in front of the lower cheek, if you know what I mean. What you want to do, just add real dark shading right under the line, make the line very bold. And what you want to do, what I like to do sometimes over it later on, to go over it with a fine liner or a what's it called? And I have one here. A Beryl fine line pen. These are really good, really cheap. Go down to your local stationery store, pick yourself up a pack of these. Not very much. Personally, I actually nicked a couple from my graphics class because I really like them and I didn't have any at home. And my nearest stationery store is all the way like a 45-minute bus journey away. So yeah. Anyway, now what I'm doing is I'm adding the inside kind of dome. Here you are. And there's the inside dome. Obviously you want to go over this later on because I'm only sketching this real quickly. And and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, if you see in the films, he marks himself in the first Alien vs Predator movie, marks himself with the brand saying, oh, I've killed an alien, woohoo, look at me. Here you are. Not the hardest, it's just like 2 kind of curved triangles just going down like that, nothing too hard. And what you want to do later on is just want to shade this area, and I'm not going to do it now because I'm running out of time here, and you want to make this one a bit lighter and this one a bit lighter. Okay, let's just add a little bit of shading around here. What I'll do is after I'm done going through this in pencil, what I'll do is I'll go over it in fine liner and show you how it looks, and yeah, then you can make up your own mind and see what you want to do to it. If you want to leave it in pencil, you want to colour it in. What I've done in one of my drawings actually, if you see, I think in my previous video, I've drawn one of these. It's slightly different actually. It's found a comic book drawing on Google actually, which is pretty good. And yeah, what I did is I added red eyes, and what I like to do with my drawings, which is actually a really good tip, I think, and it's what graphic artists do a lot, is they don't like colour it in fully. What they do, they add like one colour, say they would add the eyes or something, and yellow or red to make it really, really stand out. And yeah, I think it's a good tip. I personally really like doing it, and actually I used to do it without knowing that graphic artists do it, and yeah, so I found out that and I was just like, ah, sweet, they do it as well, not weird. Alright, what I'm doing here is I'm just starting on the hair. Hair is really easy to do, it's just basically, I'm not going to add any waving actions or anything to this. There you go, you just want to do the outside one kind of really fully, and just add a couple down here. I'd say about 3 or 4 ones that you can actually see at the bottom fully, which will lead completely up to the head. Hang on, let me explain that a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw full strands of hair going up to the top, and these and what I'm going to do in the background is going to add a couple